Alrighty, tidy folks. Today's a little shorty guy. I built a benchtop power supply some years ago, and when I made another one, I gave this old one to my mother so that she could test things she finds in storage units or what have you. So this video is going to be explaining how to use that device for her needs. So here we have the power supply. It's just an ATX power supply out of a PC. Old guy, it's like 240 watts. The 12 volt rail's got maybe 12 amps. The 5 volt rail's probably got 15-ish. I don't know, I'd have to sit down and do the math. But it's fairly low power. It's just meant for turning on LEDs, small devices, etc., etc. Anything higher powered is going to need not this power supply, but also anything higher powered has a higher probability of causing problems, catching fire, burning things, etc., etc. So probably not a good idea to learn on how high power devices. For now, we could learn how to use this one. You can see here the speaker block with all the various voltages that the power supply had to offer. Power switch, because it did not come with one, and the little LED that tells you when it is on or off. Simple enough. We've got +5, -5, -12, +12, ground, and +3.3 volts. Everything you're going to do, you're going to use reference to ground. So ground goes to ground, it goes to earth ground, it goes to chassis ground, it goes to the little line with the 3 lines underneath. It's ground. It is your reference point. Everything you measure from ground to zero. Ground is not necessarily always zero. And you can see here I also got test leads. This is just a cheap little flea bait kit that they're like $5 or $6. I got it because it's got these little pointy probes, and you've got banana jacks on one side that the probes go on, and then alligator clips on the other, so you can attach it to anything that might be standing up out of your power input, usually a free wire leading to whatever power input jack that you're using, that you have just kind of free floating on the bench. I figured the probes would be easier in the speaker blocks than free wires, because I know this speaker block is a little bit finicky. The holes are smaller than you would prefer them to be, and regularly putting wires in and out of this thing makes them fray and has a high probability of causing a short, and we don't want that. So just stick the little probe on there, put it in whichever voltage. I use black and red for ease of use. You can use any colors you want, but black and red is just easily identifiable. So you put the red in whatever voltage you want to use, and then the black just goes to your ground, which it's ground. This is automotive and PC convention. Houses go black is hot, white is neutral. So opposite of everything else on the planet, really. At least in America. But once you put it in the speaker block, you can then hook your alligator clips up to whatever device it is that you're testing, turn the power supply on, and see if it turns on. If the power supply turns off immediately, there is a short, and do not continue to try to use it. If it does not turn off immediately and nothing happens, that's when you have to get into diagnostics, and this video is not teaching diagnostics. This is just how to plug the power supply in, how to turn it on, and what to look for. And if you need a little bit more, I can record another little thing and give you a little bit more, but hopefully this suffices, and we'll see you in the next one.